All right, you ready? Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Coulter Wonkite. I'm already into the 420, damn it.
So what are you doing? Nothing. Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is not much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiba grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
Oh, there goes my mic. We are live right now with Madison Baines, and I'm going to let her say her name because I'm dyslexic.
Laken
Lee from Booty Bongs. So we're sitting here with Paula at...
Paula's good.
Where are we again? Oh, yeah, Ganjahnista. And, Marcel is with us. Hi, Marcel.
Hello, everybody.
And of course, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane here. Hi.
And we're also, if everybody wants to, if you can give everybody the link who might be listening in.
Yes.
Oh, if you're listening, and if you smoke another one. If you're listening but cannot visually see us, and you want to, go follow my Instagram at Madison Baines, Banes.
There you go. I'm off to the corner. Hi, how are you? And hi, Paula.
Hi, Al.
We've got Paula locked in here, so she can't run away.
There's no exit.
Usually, as soon as the mics go on, Paula where's Paula? Jen's having poppers in the back. Oh no, she's not over the. Hi, Jen. We're gonna be sitting here and talking with the ladies about cannabis. Madison is one of the girls on the Naked News. And I've been a big fan since the 90s.
Ooh.
And we need to get Mary Jane on there. What do you think, Mary Jane?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Very quiet. Hell yeah.
Too.
I just feel like you would be a great addition, Mary Jane. Great addition. You should come audition to be that addition.
There you go. So, yeah, there you go. There's an audition for you. They'll set that up for you, Mary Jane. This is where Mary Jane gets quiet.
Our people will be in contact with your people, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Our people. Yes. Our people. Some people. So I've got this big light here lighting us up. We've got a new sign in the window here at Ganjahnista so people can't drive by and say, oh, I didn't know where you were.
Ganjahnista.
And for anybody who wants to come down, we're at 242 King East in Hamilton, Ontario.
King Street East.
And I'm Al. Hi. And you want to come and say hi, Jen? No. Jen's staring at the cash box. That's funnier than anybody knows. Anyways.
I wish we could see all the comments.
I just got to warn everybody. We've all, the four of us, and Jen, I think, has everybody? Was it everybody? Well, I, as most people know who follow me, I've been playing with products and stuff, and we've been making things, and I've never done mushrooms before. Paula and I did them the other night just to try, because I can't put stuff on the market that I don't know what. I am like so stoned right now.
Are you happy, Al?
I'm happy to be here, sitting here with four beautiful women. See, I gotta involve Jen. And Jen is Paula's partner here at Ganjahnista, and we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about the Naked News. And Madison has done a couple of, how many episodes now? You have to give her the mic. She needs the mic.
We have 8 episodes under our belt so far. Yeah, we haven't aired them all.
All cannabis related.
Yeah. So we started a new segment called Naked Goes Pot.
Okay.
And it is all about cannabis.
Wow.
And I mean, I've always been a huge pot smoker, but I didn't know anything really.
Well,
so this is giving, I've been,
Yeah.
You got what the weak guy gave you.
I've been learning so
Either
much.
has good shit or bad shit.
Yeah.
If he has bad shit, you move on to the next one.
That's
But I
right.
had-
Yeah.
In a week or two.
Yeah. Well, even like
Yeah.
when you brought out the nectar collector, and I have one at home, and I'm like, I didn't set mine up like that. Like,
Yeah,
I
didn't
just
know what that
don't
was
know.
for. That's what she
Like,
said.
I'm learning, right? I'm learning. So, yeah, the segment's awesome. So, it's nice for people who don't know to learn a little bit more, and maybe people that, know a lot that could still learn something or share. Exactly.
We talk a lot about Bach here, a lot, obviously. And I learn something new every day.
There you go.
You know,
Always.
There's a bundle of there's a bundle of information that comes through this door on a daily basis. Patience.
Well, things change
You know,
so much
yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Every day, tomorrow, there's something new.
I have to get used to
And
that.
I just shut the fuck up. You know you do that, and I just shut the fuck up every time.
So go on. You were saying.
I don't remember now.
But, she's the one that needs the lapel mic. So Marcel, I want to make sure that you give us an update right off the bat here on what's going out east, because it's important that people know what's going on. Was there any more excitement out there this week?
Any more what? It's hard to
Nova
hear you.
Scotia.
You've got a
They're out in
really
Nova
bad
Scotia.
echo here.
Yeah.
Where is the east?
You can't hear us? Is that what you said, Marcel?
No, I'm saying it's a really bad echo.
Oh, sorry. Because I'm sitting beside the mic again. That's why. Okay, I'll go over here. There we go. How's that? Is that better?
No, that's about the same, dude.
Is it? Okay.
Is this mic better?
That actually was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll use that
I
one.
know.
I'll shut this one off.
Here you go, sweetheart.
Now we're down to one mic.
That's a little better.
Is that better?
That's a little better, yeah.
Okay. Careful of this one, though. The bottom will come out. Yeah. That's what Dan complained about.
No,
That's what he said.
That's not much better. I think the headset was the best.
I wasn't on the headset. I'm not on the headset at all. but-
Earlier.
Oh,
Marcel,
sorry.
I'm watching him walk around the room, and he's standing in the same spot trying all the different mics. Al, you gotta move.
I'm standing in the corner here behind Paula
The
now.
speakers shouldn't be facing you.
They're not, buddy. They're behind us. So this is how you turn it on there.
Oh, it's that one?
There you go.
Hi.
Hi. So is that better, Marcel?
Not really.
Not really.
But I might be able to hear you. Try it. What was your question?
What's the question? I don't know.
I don't know. I heard something about down east.
What's going on?
What are the rules out for legalization out in Nova Scotia where you are?
Oh, they're damn right retarded.
Okay, so where would I go to buy some cannabis on October 17th in Nova Scotia?
At specific existing liquor stores.
I have to go to the liquor store to get my weed.
Yes. So you have to go to the Nova Scotia Liquor Commission, not an outlet store, and the actual Liquor Commission, and I think there's 9 of them around the whole province. Our black market's going to have a heyday in Nova Scotia for a long time coming.
Way better.
That should be better,
Because-
Marcel. Is that better?
We have the highest per capita users of cannabis in the country,
Marcel?
of medical especially.
Does it sound
They're
better?
not going to the liquor store for it.
No,
So you got to go to the
I know.
liquor store.
I
to get-
don't consume alcohol at all, and I definitely would not want to go to, the liquor store to get cannabis.
So our liquor commission came out and said that they won't be selling medicinal products. They're only going to be selling recreational products, which means that the only avenue for medicinal patients, because they're closing all of the dispensaries on the 17th, or they think they're closing all the dispensaries on the 17th. Their only recourse will be to go through one of the licensed producers and purchase it through the mail, or grow it themselves, or hopefully get a designated grower. But eventually the government's going to turn around and say there's too much diversion to the black market from the medical growers. They're probably going to try and take away all of the growing rights down the road. But in the meantime, because the dispensaries are all set to be closed on the 17th here, they're just going to go in and kick in all the doors. Pharmacists have put out that they're looking for employees. Anybody wants to go work in their dispensary.
So you mean actually like farm assist?
Yeah, the dispensary pharmacist in Halifax, which has been into court so many times and still come out smiling every time.
6 times.
Yeah,
right?
I stopped there when I was down because Chris does amazing work there.
Well, Chris is hiring anybody that wants to work in the dispensary, but the number one requirement is you've got to be willing to spend a weekend in jail for a contested bail hearing.
They've been in and out of the courts now for a few years.
So,
well, that's better than some shop owners that they...
Well, yeah, like the poor fellas in Ottawa where the owners just took off and left them high and dry.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got to be able to be trustworthy. You've got to be knowledgeable in cannabis and good customer service. So this is a serious job because he plans on contesting our government. And I don't blame him. I think it's the right thing to do. And kudos to him. And if he gets the people willing to spend the weekend in jail,
I don't think they care. Oh, I know what's going on here.
Yep.
Because it'll definitely stick a thorn into them because it's what they need.
I think I fixed it, guys.
Yeah, our patients in this province are going to get screwed, but the black market's just going to go back to hiding in the shadows like they did for the last friggin' 90 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Ontario, they're trying to do away with the medical program as well. Well, at least that's what the...
The target price here for cannabis is going to be $8.24 per gram plus taxes.
$8.24? Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow. It sounds like this is the only mic that's actually working, guys.
That works excellent.
No, I'm not breaking nothing. So can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly fine now.
All right, good. And can you hear the ladies?
Hello.
Yeah.
I heard a hello and a howdy.
All right. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go like this. Oh, would you hold that, please? We're gonna do some little moving shit around here, and then everybody will hear everybody, and everything's about to jump on the floor, and Paula can run away. All right. Is this better, guys?
That's a good idea. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
So cozy.
Okay.
Do we only have this mic?
You don't need that one anymore. Get rid of that one.
Get rid of that one.
Get rid of that one. So are we good now, Marcel?
Your foot's on it.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
I love the idea, guys. It's like a whole 70s show theme going on. They put the mic on the table. Woo!
Oh yeah, I forgot the camera was on. Here I'm doing all this shit on camera.
I got your butt, Al. It's okay.
I love it.
I'm going to do a strips tease at 11.
Be ready.
All right, so now that we've got the mic situation, I want to...
special
now we have
delivery.
a specially
Look at
delivered
that.
doobie.
You don't have to roll anything.
So,
No.
Now that you can hear everybody, Madison, just give us a quick update on what is it you're trying to do on the Naked News. You're trying to bring pot into the limelight there. Right?
Yeah, we're trying to bring a little bit more awareness, too, because I feel like there's still a lot of people that don't understand how it's being used and who's using it and why they're using it, and they just kind of are still against it. And once you get... I feel like the only way to get rid of ignorance is by knowledge. So if you start sharing what's actually happening and putting it in people's faces and forcing them to see the truth and what's behind what's going on, then, maybe some people can start changing their minds.
Well, there's a lot of
bit.
people still in the closet, right?
Yeah.
And the more people
100%.
that peek their heads out and see other people peeking their heads out, the more they're just going to come out and say, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like, it's okay to say.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Like, fuck that
It's
glass
okay.
of wine after work. Let's smoke a joint.
One of the things that I've always tried to do with Lifestyle Radio is make it not only about the cannabis lifestyle, but all lifestyles, because the cannabis lifestyle encumbers a whole shitload of things. People from various walks of life, the adult industry, the compassion industry, the bong industry.
Yeah.
Everybody fits in, and I mean, I'm a real big alternative lifestyle person, and it's been my lifestyle for 30 years or so, and it's nice to see, because everybody considers the cannabis lifestyle an alternative lifestyle. It's going into the mainstream.
Yeah, I think it needs to.
Or something grungy, you know?
Which it doesn't need to be.
It's not.
Like,
it's
if
totally
you're
sophisticated.
You're sitting here watching, everybody who's sitting here watching, okay, you're watching 3 beautiful women, and they're sitting here consuming cannabis openly in a lounge, which we're not really allowed to have.
Yes, we are.
Better not drive home.
Why aren't we?
Well, that's why
I'm
I
a
said
medical
it.
patient. You're a medical patient.
I'm a medical patient.
We
but
have the right to.
We have the right to
medicate together consensually.
My argument
I'm
about
not a medical
lounges, it doesn't matter.
Do you consent to be in an enclosed
I do,
space
that's
where
what I'm
we are
saying,
consuming?
but I consent to this. And
So we're all consensual adults.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
And again, that's important, being in the adult industry as well.
Consent is very important, right?
Consensualness.
I consent to be in a room where cannabis is being consumed.
And partially clothed women.
Yep.
No
complaints.
No
complaints.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
So, talk to me about your journey at the Naked News. You've been doing it for 5 years.
4 years. I've been there for 4 years. Yeah,
Okay.
I've been there for 4 years. I started when Miss Ayla Adams asked me to audition. We used to go dance together, so she asked me. They had an opening and asked me to audition, and then the rest is kind of history. Weed has always been something. I don't know. I've smoked weed since I was maybe 22. I know nobody wants to.
Beep that out. You hear that? That is the universe saying.
That's
fine. So that year when I started smoking weed.
That's the censorship
That will
beat.
go unknown.
When we want to censor, we just go.
Yeah, perfect. So good.
So I started smoking when I was 19, but I was selling. Sorry, Mom. I was selling before. We used to sit every night and roll.
Tune out now, Mom.
Doobies and sell them for $1 a piece.
You're not the first person to say that to me. So there must have been a huge market for this.
I grew up in Yorkville, in Toronto, so yeah, there was a huge market for it.
No, I started smoking weed and everybody thought some people stopped talking to me, to be honest. Like some people stopped talking to me because it was
You're a druggie.
Oh yeah.
Your life is over.
Yeah.
And if we hang around you, like, we're all going
And
down.
I was like, bro, I've been that druggie.
We'll never be business
I
owners.
actually
We'll
know
never
what
be
that is,
professionals.
And me smoking a joint is not that. So, I mean, I've been both places.
Because it balances you, right?
It does.
You know, whether
And
you
it's
use it
important-
medically or therapeutically.
It's important for people to know that even in the adult industries, they shine lights in like cocaine is huge in the adult market, and yet if you walked in smoking a doob, people go.
Definitely different.
Have a good night, Spencer.
Night, Spencer.
Night, Spencer.
He's like, I remember Naked News from 10 years ago.
Yeah. Spencer was here watching the girls.
Oh,
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and this is one of the things, like, I walked in here 3 months ago now, and I haven't left. It's just because, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
okay.
amazing.
And look,
Ganjahnista.
you got a new sign now.
Things are changing.
And things are changing. Next week, we are all about to be able to go walk down the street and have nobody say shit. Fuck all to you. I've been doing it since I was 19.
We're not encouraging people to go walk down the street, but
we want them to come here. They have to walk down the street
Yeah,
to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where you need to be. This
It
is the
still
hub.
feels weird though to like even when
Just talking about it like it's going to be tomorrow.
So the girls were fascinated about these things. I'm going to show them to the cameras. This is a nectar collector from the Karma Cup. This is what Paula has here for people to buy, and hers has a little mushroom. And
really cute mushroom.
And then
Yeah, I brought the headbanger.
she has an electric one. This is an electric version of this.
Lots
and
of
Anthony
toys.
Anthony Foster, yeah,
Foster?
over at Hamilton Vape showed me one. He went to his car to get it at the Canna Crawl.
Oh,
Said,
cool.
"Hold on, stay there for a second." And then I was fucked up for the rest of the night.
Yeah. Well, we got sauce if
his
you
was
wanna try
like
that
this
out.
long.
Yeah.
Right? I'll get to it.
Oh, that's crazy. Here, try this.
So,
This.
what are you guys doing out there, Mary Jane? Are you guys doing anything for the 17th?
Hold the button down.
I don't know. There's quite a few events going on, and I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. I know I will be purchasing some cannabis from the OCRC to see how crappy it is, how much it costs me, and how long it takes to get here.
I believe it's $14 a gram by the time you walk out the door. I guess we'll
I
find
don't
out.
know. I'll buy in the
Do you have-
minimum
Do you have a store close? Will you have a store close to you?
No, there won't be any stores in Ontario. You have to go online. So I'm staying up till friggin' midnight on
I
6.
thought Ontario was opening up their little liquor commission stores.
Well, instead, Rob Ford got in.
Yeah.
Sorry, his brother. I always call him Rob. Drug Ford got in.
Doug
Sorry,
Ford.
Doug.
Yeah. Doug Ford.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug Ford.
Drug Ford.
So there will be no stores, physical stores, in Ontario come October 17th. It'll be online retailers only. Come April of next year, 2019, they're going to bring in retail locations for like private.
Probably with a target of 420.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't even know much about it. They said they were going to tell us, and they haven't done that yet. So maybe next week.
Maybe.
Maybe next month.
See, I can cross the border into New Brunswick, and then I can go to the Cannabis NB stores, which are
I've seen that.
big buildings, big-ass buildings. I don't know why they need such a big building, but big buildings, and they're usually located close to an existing liquor store.
Did you know who was
So you
responsible
can
for
go in
doing
and you'll be able to go in and get a bottle of beer and a doobie.
Yeah, but you can't smell it, see it, or even open it on the property.
That's wild.
Everything will be sealed
Sounds like a
packages.
strip club to me.
Yeah, sealed packages, and when it's given to you, it's sealed, and out the door you go, and you don't get to see it till you get home.
And the packaging's horrible.
It's medicinal. It's very medical.
Well, it depends on which company it is being used, because different companies are going to use different packaging.
Yeah.
That's like, I just want to
Well, here's the thing is that your nose tells you, like, the terpenes when you smell that fresh flower.
Yes.
It can change from day to day, but it's just something when you smell that particular strain, you're like, yep, that's what I need today.
Yeah.
That is
Somebody
it. I
knows
need you
what
today
And-
or tomorrow. I know, it's...
And that's the problem they're going to have, is the fact that they can't smell it.
Yeah.
They're going to have to come up with smell-o-vision online.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, some
the
of
porn
the
industry's been trying that one for years.
some of the supply is going to be coming sealed in cans with nitrogen, so that it doesn't lose any flavor. But you can't smell it through the can
Yeah.
once you pop the top.
No.
They're not going to start using those.
It's going to be like consumers distributing.
Yeah, I
Remember
that.
consumers?
Yeah, I remember that.
When you used to, like, you have it in a magazine and you go and you'd fill out a paper form of what you wanted and then,
It just doesn't even sound real to
It's
me.
like the old Brewers Retail as well in the LCBO back in the 70s. You had to go in, you take a piece of paper, and then you walk up to these boards that had the wine and a number, the booze and a number. You write those numbers down, and you give it to a guy or a girl, and they go into the warehouse. And usually it was on a bike or something, like they go, wait, this and that.
they're trying to corporatize weed. And weed is a people thing.
Yeah.
not a corporate thing.
It's always been.
They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And sorry, can I say that?
So yeah, you can swear.
What are you sorry for?
You're going to stop now. Well, did you say something, Mary Jane?
No, it was me. I was saying, what the hell are you sorry for?
Yeah. So, Mary Jane, you were saying that there's stuff going on, but it's not very well known. Is that what's going on out there?
Do you mean for the events that are happening?
Events and stuff, yeah.
No, I didn't. I said there's many different events that are going on, and I just have not yet chosen what I'm going to do.
Oh. Well, you're coming, and I know that Abby is having something going on in Toronto, and there's several others. We'll be here. I'm going to be here all day doing shows. I believe that Ira Price is going to be coming in at some point to do his show around 3 p.m.
Excellent.
And then we'll be doing Pace as well. So it's I'm finding reading posts and stuff like that a lot of people are saying, it's just a day. The activists are going, it's just a day for me. But a lot of people are celebrating this because it's a freedom. It's a freedom of choice thing more than anything.
It's by far perfect. It's far from perfect, right? But what should be done is this is like the second level of organization now. Okay, we got we got this far. It's like in any kind of strategy overall, you set
Sorry, do
goals.
I look okay on cam?
And I think it's time to everybody just to be like, okay, where do we need to go from here now?
Yeah.
We won this now. Yeah. Now what do we need? Like how do we fix it?
We need to celebrate. Women celebrate.
Yeah, and it is a celebration.
We have that. We need that.
Yeah.
We need that celebration.
We need
if you don't have
celebration.
that celebration, what the fuck
If you're
are we
salty
here for?
about it.
Yeah.
I think that different people are going to represent this for different reasons. I represent this personally, and I think we should go through this, everybody, and find out what you feel about it.
Oh, it's about to get raw.
Oh, it's going to get raw now.
Real personal.
I think this is awesome for the culture because it's going to instill a lot of freedom. There's going to be a lot of control in it. I'm scared shitless driving back and forth to Hamilton. Again, I used to get really, really afraid when I didn't have my license, driving from up north,
Definitely.
3.5 hours, coming down to the city, getting medicine, and then having to drive back home, going through at least one or two ride along the way during the summer or during the holidays. It's just like that's what we're going to go through again. I left here one night, and they had the big truck sitting in the gully on the Mount Pleasant, right, where you can't turn anywhere. Put it that way.
There's no exit.
Above Bloor.
Okay.
Mount Pleasant above Bloor. You can't turn anywhere. And they had the big truck there. The huge truck with the testers and all that in there. But nobody was there. It was like 12:15. They must have gone away at 12 or something. There were no cop cars there, just the bus and the barricades and everything. Just drove on through. I was like, yeah. But my point is the worry's back now. Because even though, I wake up, I'm going to blow over. And we've talked about this before, Marcel?
Chronically.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate. I think everybody in this building would blow over at 5 o'clock in the evening or in the morning. I know I would.
Well, we can't even
happening.
say blow over because it's not even blowing over, right?
Fair enough.
The only thing is,
are we going to call? That's right. We're going to call it swabbing over.
Swabbing over. I swabbed over for an anagram.
Their test is liquid. It takes 20 minutes. And from Mick Mann was on the show on Pace Radio this week, and he actually did it. He went through the process.
I saw that,
yeah. And what they do is they stick a swab in your mouth, and it has to sit there for up to 20 minutes.
This is the testing.
This is the testing. And it's so ridiculous that a lot of provinces and a lot of cities, we're talking Toronto or Ontario, a lot of cities and townships in Ontario specifically are not, they're saying, fuck that shit. We're going to have a drug recognition expert at every ride, and they're going to run you through, 12 steps? I think Matt
It's the
said.
same as what it's for basically impaired driving.
Yeah, and
But-
there are 12 steps,
Yeah.
Nick said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like
That you have to pass.
Well, they have 12 steps that they can give you, and I guess you would know more about exactly what they're going to do than I would, Marcel, when somebody actually gets swabbed over.
It's testing for your level of impairment.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm just driving down the road, hokey pokey, and la da 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 da,
As we all do.
I usually drive hokey
So-
pokey, too.
Me too. All
The way the law is written is they can't pull you over and test you for cannabis.
Okay.
They had
All right.
to get a ride.
No, that's not my understanding.
They cannot pull you over. They cannot just do random pullovers
That is
to test for cannabis, but they can do random pullovers to test for alcohol.
Yes.
And that's how they got around it.
But they can't use smell now.
No.
They don't have to have any reason at all to pull
But
you
all
over.
the cop has to do is
they
pull you
never
over.
did, but that power kind of shifts more, October 17th.
I've personally been pulled over for no reason at all.
We all have,
And
yeah.
everybody has. So it doesn't matter if they're going to say all these laws and say that
Yes.
they can't do this and
Yeah.
stuff. They're still going to. That's,
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's
One of the things that we have had a reprieve from, thanks to Doug Ford, is the fact that you can medicate anywhere that you can use tobacco now.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can smoke anywhere.
But
No.
When I say
you know
medicate,
why that's not good?
No, you're
You know
you're
why
missing
that's not good? Because
some
that is gonna
crucial
force
points
them-
here.
Hold on.
That's not good
You're-
because that's going to force them now to concentrate more on narrowing that Smoke-Free Ontario Act
Fair enough.
altogether.
Yeah.
You're
And making
missing
that
some crucial
even more
points.
Smaller,
Okay. What are the points, Marcel?
Tobacco at all.
Legalization has no bearing on medical. You can't compare them. You can't group them together. The laws for driving impaired only apply to recreational. They do not apply to medical.
That's why
The
it's important
laws
people,
for
if you use
smoking
therapeutic
cannabis
stress, things like that,
do
get
not
fixed.
apply to medical. You
They
can
don't-
use
they don't
cannabis
apply.
wherever you need.
They may not apply, Marcel, but they're going to cause the same issues, whether or not you're recreational or medical. You're still going to go through the ringer, and you're still going to have some issues, regardless.
And then they're going to go. Then the cops will be taken to court, or it'll go to court. The cops will lose. They'll get a big slap, and they'll have to come out with something new, like maybe identification cards for medical.
What you mean? So we're going to have an M on our
Well, that's
OHIP
not
card
usual.
now?
The states have it. They have state medical cards with like an ID card that has your picture on it.
Back when I started on medical program, I had a card. I still have my original card.
Okay, so
I mean, that's not the worst idea. The card system is not the worst.
Can I ask a question though? Do you
Sure.
guys think that all recreational users are not using it for medicinal purposes too?
I believe
Yes,
that
but
everybody
they should go to
uses
their
it for that.
doctor and get licensed.
Marcel has a philosophy on that.
So that's fine if you want to give these cards out and everything for people who are medicinal patients, but recreational patients need to realize that they're going to be qualified as medicinal too. The reason that you smoke is usually for a euphoric escape from,
An
your
escape
reality.
or to
We
It's not even
recognize
an
it,
escape, it's-
but the
it's-
courts won't recognize it unless
puts, like,
it's
flowers-
prescribed by a doctor.
You know?
Mechanism would be better stated.
Be- Because of the way the courts look at it, it's not medical if it's not prescribed.
Well, that makes a good point, Marcel.
But it makes me happy.
Right.
That's a very good point. But
What's wrong with something that makes me
but it's wrong.
Exactly.
But I feel like the intention.
Well, we know it's wrong, but there's nothing right about the prohibition of cannabis to begin with.
You lean in a little bit, he'll hear you better.
So this whole legalization bullshit is just a money grab.
It's a yeah, that's right. It's a
Yeah, it is. It's recriminalization, and to turn around and sneak in harsher penalties for cannabis crimes is that's actually bordering human rights violations.
It certainly is, and I mean, I want, it's unfortunate. It's just going to take the expense of that, whoever is unfortunately blazes down that trail is going to have to, it's for things that have already been one, right?
It's interesting because everybody who's talking about it and talking about it right now is really the forefront of it, because all of the things that are about to happen is going to be historical no matter what happens, no matter what the government does, no matter what the people do. But everybody...
Canada's about to be put on the map, so to speak.
But everybody needs to come together, and that's what happens in history.
Yeah.
And now that we have the internet, are you kidding? This is insane. This is viral. This is something that nobody has ever seen.
For me, it's not now. I mean, I've been doing this internet thing for almost 25 years now, and Marcel as well. But what is new is the fact that they said that, I saw an article this week, 50% of the people in Canada that took a survey have smoked and drove and have not had an accident. Drove.
You wouldn't want me driving unless I was smoking.
What was that, Marcel?
You wouldn't want me driving unless I was smoking.
Right? That's what I say too. The general public
I've
is
driven
much
with
safer
Paula, yes.
when I drive while medicated. The general public is much safer.
Mary Jane, do you medicate and then drive?
Be honest.
I do.
Be honest.
I medicate and do everything. That's like
every day. And people are.
I used to roll joints on my knee while I drove. So.
Of all these stone drivers and all these accidents.
No.
Hello, we've been driving for decades with accident free.
Yeah, take the joint.
Yeah.
I don't want to try. I'm jointed out.
I think Alan Park is at the
goodbye to everybody who's watching.
Why? Are you turning it off?
Okay, where's my camera? You want to put mine on?
Yeah, so I must say, I think Alan Park is at the best. He says,
why, Al?
Say that again. Alan Park is where?
I'm going to put over here.
Alan Park says it the best. Consumption does not prove impairment.
Yes, and that's very, 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 very right on point there, right?
And I'm figuring out Instagram. This is a win-win-win.
I love it.
Uh-oh.
Paula just unplugged you.
I unplugged it. Break time.
So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break here because Madison's got to recharge her phone. Sorry, guys.
You can't plug in?
No, that's what she's doing. I gotta relieve myself anyways. And we'll be right back. This is the 420 radio show live at Ganjahnista with Madison Baines from the Naked News and a girl I can't pronounce her name, Laken. Will be back. Laken Lee from the Booty Bongs. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about booty bongs and some more Naked News stuff, and we'll be right back. Now, just give me 1 sec to go over here and push a button, okay?
Watch him push the wrong button.
Shut up, Marcel.
You're welcome.
Hey, this is Cheech. And this is Chong. And you're listening to Lifestyle Radio. What is it? Lifestyle Radio. Say it one more time. 420 Radio? Ooh.
Hang up and try again.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to deserve me?
loved you, did I be by your side? Cause I'm a ride or die.
Yeah, don't do it like that. Find a different way to do it.
That one. All right. And now we're live. Thank you, Paula.
You're welcome.
It's going to do it again.
We're
I
teetering.
don't know why.
We're teetering on the edge of.
We're teetering on the edge of feedback. Good thing you got a rapper husband, huh?
Why?
Well, because, you've been around sound equipment and stuff. Where are you guys? Marcel?
I'm right here.
Oh, he's there, but I can't hear him. Why can't we hear him now?
Still here.
Oh, wow, everybody's muffled and shit now. Okay.
No, we hear you fine. You sound great.
Oh, hold on a second here. What has happened?
I haven't done anything.
It wasn't me.
It's not me. Not this time.
All right.
Wasn't me.
Oh, I know what's going on here. There we go. How's that? Is that better?
Are you videoing this?
There we go.
Okay, good.
You guys there?
Yeah.
We're here.
Okay. Mary Jane?
Still here.
Awesomeness. We can hear you. Great.
Yay.
So now that I just wanted to also remind people, I'm sorry for the fuck ups with the audio, but mushrooms. It's Paula's fault.
Always.
She's like, it's all right.
Always.
So we're sitting here with
Sure.
the ladies, and my phone. Now my phone's gonna die. We're chatting about cannabis and news, and what kind of things are you guys covering at the Naked News, cannabis related? What you said you've done a few episodes.
Yeah, we've done 8 episodes. We've got 8. We've got 8 under our belt, which is great. We did 2 at Lyft, the Lyft Expo.
Really? Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
Expo,
That's
yeah.
right. With Val from Shatterizer.
Yeah, we went around. It was the first day that I ever dabbed.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Come a
Sorry.
little closer.
It was the first day that I ever dabbed. I'd never dabbed before.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't a dabber.
So
but,
the
so that's-
Shatterizer was your first dab?
Yeah, the Shatterizer
Really?
was my first dab, so that was pretty great. We were doing a segment about dabbing. How many times can I say dab in 1 minute?
How many times can you say dab in 1 minute?
Yeah, so we had a bunch of people doing dabbing, explaining dabbing to me. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And then we were also learning about edibles. We were talking about edibles, like all the different types of edibles that are coming out now because, I had fucking cotton candy. I'm having infused tea right now.
And we've had chocolates.
Yeah,
We've had chocolates.
So, yeah.
What are we going to call them?
These are all these things that I never knew.
Just chocolates.
Just chocolates.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Keep it simple,
Keep it simple,
Magic
stupid.
Kiss. Kisses.
Chocolate kisses.
Oh. No,
I
that's
think
probably patented.
Hershey's would have an issue with
Oh,
that.
definitely.
And although I'm sure they'll be out there. Yeah.
You could always call them chocolate wishes.
That's a good one. Yeah, mark that one down, please.
I like that.
So you were saying you've done several episodes
So
already.
so we also have had an infused lunch that we just aired with Dr. Earl and Jackie Childs.
Oh, cool.
It was quite the afternoon.
Oh.
Quite the afternoon. We also have done, I got to go to an actual weed farm, which was amazing. It was the most plants I've ever been around.
Wow.
And now that I'm like meeting all these people who have these like plants, like 2 bajillion plants, and I was like, okay,
Run through the fields, and you're like, I just want to run through the fields.
Being naked in like 500 plants, let me tell you, is just the most magical feeling on the planet. Because the air is so clean. No, you never want to leave.
No.
Come on,
You want to take
Jen.
bring it over here, Jen.
Jen.
Come on, bring it over here.
Yeah, it was that.
Jen's actually very fit.
She is.
I know we joked. So when you first asked, I when I was telling her, I told her that one of us had to be naked, and it's probably better it's her. And she's like, I have no tits, no ass. I'm like,
Yeah,
I have
but
rolls.
she's
You
got
look way
she's
better.
got
It's probably better than
frickin'
me.
arms on
So
her.
she was ready to take one for the team. Or like her hair's so long. I'm like, Jen, you're gonna be good.
You could do a Godiva thing.
That's what I wish for.
Do a Godiva thing, eh?
That's so amazing.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
So, anyways, go on. You've had a cooking segment.
Yeah,
You've
we've
had
had
a Shatterizer segment.
Wow.
Yeah, I made some weed cake pops. I learned how to make some weed cake pops. So
Where are they?
They were good. I know I should have brought them. We can make some next time.
Okay.
And now you've done
That sounds
you've had
good.
the 420 radio show. Hi,
yeah.
I'm Al. I'm the original host, going on 11 years.
We're coming back here next Friday, actually. To
Okay.
do a segment with Paula and Jen and with the beautiful beauty balls.
Well, we'll be doing the same thing afterwards because I do my show right after.
There you go. I know. So we'll see you again next
Yep.
Friday.
Good. Well, we've met before, but usually it's kind of like
In passing.
because there's a lot of people that follow Madison around when she's at an event, and they've got cameras that are there and everything. So when you go do these segments, are you taking a whole bunch of guys with you? Like she's got her cell phone and this really cool light that I'm going to take a picture of because
I love the light.
That's a great
It's my
light.
favorite light.
I'm gonna get that light.
and the cell phone
need to
just
get the light.
sits
Yeah, that's the light.
sits in the center of
Go
it.
to the light.
Go to the light.
But when you're filming for Naked News, you're just on your own webcast.
This is my own thing.
Yeah.
But, no, we have two camera. I usually have two camera guys that come with me.
Yeah.
On location.
You have stunning eyes, I just have to say. So does Paula. I have a hard time not looking into her eyes when I talk to her. It's a lady. So do you. So do you.
Beautiful eyes, ladies. It's like from the soul.
I've been hiding up north by
What about my
myself,
eyes,
my
man?
dog.
Come on.
You shut up. I've been hiding up north for 20 years. I'm not around women very often, except for close friends and stuff. And so, yeah.
That's
I'm in-
just
I'm
because of
enjoying it.
restraining orders.
Oh, so
Stone-
that's what's wrong with you.
Mary
Yes,
Jane,
restraining orders.
Mary and Jane and I go to the events a lot together, and I follow her around like a little puppy dog, and it's like it's like the heads that turn when you walk into
I'm
a
the
room, my
buffer.
dear.
I'm the buffer. I kind of prevent too many people from harassing Al at these events. 'cause-
You know what? At Lyft, Mary, you had just come over to see Val and asked her if she would film a segment, and she was like, "Oh, really? Here?" You know, and then thank you. And then so I'm like, "Shit, where's Mary Jane? Got to get her involved in this." I ran downstairs, and that's where you met Mary Jane. I ran downstairs and found her. I went, "Get your fucking ass upstairs. Naked News is up there." and so,
And I'm so thankful that you did.
and now you guys have become good friends.
Yeah, I'm so thankful that you did.
There you
Thanks
go.
for making that connection.
That's what the community's all about.
It's meant to be.
I try.
Meant to be.
But now you have to get Mary Jane on there.
I know. Well, we've been saying, audition. Just trying to
Or
plant
just,
those seeds.
you know what? Bring her in slowly as your cohort when
Well,
you're
we've
doing
already
your.
been talking about doing a segment where
Going this
we
way.
bring in everybody to film the radio show. So we can do that here.
Yeah.
We could do that. Can you come in next week, Mary Jane?
Don't give it away. You're supposed to say, stay tuned.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Just a second here. Let's rewind.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Don't you know you got to leave some for the imagination? Less
know
is
what?
more.
I've been doing this too long. I don't have imagination anymore. It just comes out. It flows.
Well, what was that word again? Oh, yes, mushrooms.
Oh, I forgot
Mushrooms.
about it. I forgot about it, actually. You reminded me.
So, what other kinds of segments?
What other segments? You're putting a lot of pressure on me to think a lot right now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
He doesn't.
We did a segment on different strains. So the Weed Farm talked about different strains and how they make strains and how you pick the strains.
You know who would be a great interview for you? Puff Dog.
I don't know. Do go on.
Michael Gallagher is an activist that's been in the community for, I want to say 25 years or more.
I'd say more.
Yeah, I would think more. and
Pretty
he
old.
has a product called
Kidding.
Puff Dog concentrates. And you've had them, Marcel?
What?
Have you tried Puff Dog stuff yet?
No.
No.
Oh, we had Baz
But-
Glass.
Well, Marcel has products that he does as well out east that are available on his website. And Mary Jane, you got anything out there yet? I know you were talking about it at one point.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm getting messages from fans saying that I'm a little echoey.
Yeah, well, that's just because we're all here sitting here with one big mic on. That's all.
Yeah, it's like.
Sorry, no, what was the question?
Kumbaya microphone. Kumbaya. We're gonna start holding hands and singing soon. Hello.
He's got a guitar, I hope.
I had left mine at home.
That.
So,
What was the question again?
I don't remember, man. Mushrooms.
Have you tried mushrooms?
Have you tried mushrooms? I know Marcel has, because he did mushrooms at Harvest Festival. I was sitting there, and then I went to bed, and they were up all night.
That's what I thought you did.
No. No, I never did any. No. It's Paula's fault.
This is microdosing. This isn't even like.
Yeah, this is
This is.
really.
Yeah.
I've only had a couple of pieces.
This
so-
helps. This.
Feel fuzzy.
Yeah, it helps people transition off of other hard medications like anxiety meds and
You have to speak
depression
up a little
meds.
bit and
You know,
lean in.
I believe that for sure.
anxiety and depression.
Anxiety and depression meds.
You know what? And I said that. I had a bit of a rough week, and I didn't get angry, and I didn't get depressed and stuff like that. And that's because at the beginning of the week, I had a piece of chocolate.
Yep.
So maybe the next week will be the same way.
Well, it lasts like microdosing lasts like really. All you need is like 0.2, 0.3 of a gram.
And all I took was half
once
that
or
little-
twice a week.
Once or twice a
Some
week.
people benefit from a 3-day cycle, some from a 4-day cycle.
Wow.
Just that small amount can like have residual effects and just carry on that much. It's
beautiful.
It's beautiful and it's all natural and it's minuscule compared to some of the other.
I just want to say, you ladies are beautiful. I just got to say that. I'm like,
And if you eat enough, you can actually help.
No,
it.
it's me. No, it's me. You know better than
I
that.
know.
It's me.
No, that's out.
It's just, it doesn't usually spill out that easily. You just wait until you hear the music I'm going to put on after.
Uh-oh.
Silence. Anyways, so
Let's go back to booty bombs.
yes, I was just gonna. I've got her card right
No,
here.
you weren't.
You're gonna have
You were
to
gonna
lean
go
in
on
with
about
us.
something else.
Come in close, so we can get some information on the Kumbaya mic. Kumbaya microphone.
Kumaika.
Oh, is that sounds dirty?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Perfect.
can you
Well,
read?
does.
I can't even see
Can
that.
I read?
Well,
can't we all just get a bong?
Yes.
A booty bong.
Can
Read my
we
business
all
card. Goddamn,
just
I'm high
get
as
a
kite,
bong?
guys.
Now, explain what booty bongs is.
So booty bongs is just.
You have to come up close so they won't
yeah.
hear you.
Oh, this
Get
is-
in there.
Ah!
Uh-oh. Drop
Knocking
some-
shit over.
I'm jumping right in. Sorry, guys. Booty bongs is just my own art. That's all it is. They're all custom pieces. They're all made to order.
Glass?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you blow.
No. So we work with a whole bunch of different people.
Okay.
This is a community. So Booty
Yes.
Bongs is not
Yeah.
just me.
Okay.
I'm kind of the person that connects everybody to what they need.
Awesome.
So send me a message. The greatest bong that you can think of that you want.
Yeah.
I'm being introduced to tons of glass blowers every day.
And
But
how
the
many?
thing is, you put your own special touch
Exactly.
on those specific
And I
pieces.
have to
So-
ask,
Yeah.
because I know all those guys that are watching right now want to know.
Yeah.
Do you ever get requests for body parts and things like that? to be
Well,
made?
that's what's coming up next.
Okay.
We're always working on different things, and that's definitely something. And we're also going to be doing something specifically for my booty bong like boys.
Well, you know,
They want
I
a
know
little
a few
something.
girls that would probably like a pipe that was multi-purpose.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. We're also thinking about doing devices. There's lots of things in the works, and you know what's amazing is everybody's kind of just reaching out and really putting their spin on what they want.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to collab with everybody.
Awesome.
I want everybody to be
So
mutually beneficial.
if you want your boobs done in a bong,
hell yeah.
there you go. Boob
Anything.
bong.
You're going to
Anything.
see my new booty bong next week.
Yes, I'm so
If you're-
excited.
So you got awesome. I'm looking.
Here.
There will be here
You
at
might get to put your
Ganjahnista.
lips on it.
Yeah, maybe. If
Oh!
you like. I mean, you know.
Now, are
We'll
they
see.
okay? Now, what kind of bongs are they? Can you got like grasps and concentrate and like you can get all the
I
attachments?
do dab rigs and stuff. So it's
Okay.
basically anything you want.
Really?
And
Can you do a microphone one?
hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm down for it.
All
It's
right.
and now if you're willing.
Can you put 420 radio on?
Of course. Yeah.
Well, if you can do that, I will promote the fuck out of your business.
It's really custom.
And that's what's happening. That's what I'm getting a lot of messages from.
Yeah.
It's a lot of businesses that are already out there being successful doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
but they're seeing something, a little sparkle, and that's
It's
kind
different.
of what Booty Bonds is about.
Personalization.
It's bringing,
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody wants something.
Who doesn't want
We all
I don't-
want
I don't
express
even
who we are,
have
so
one.
why not
Everybody
have a
has
bong
the
or,
same
you know?
fucking iPhone, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's the
everybody
case
buys
that
it.
matters.
Thank you. I was just
Exactly.
saying,
It's the
mine
case that
just
makes
blows.
it,
Like,
okay?
it
Yes,
blows
the
my
case.
fucking mind.
I got an
So,
otter.
I don't have an
That's the
iPhone.
only case that matters because it's like I could drop this thing all the time.
But that's the point. Like the customization is lost, and this
Yeah.
is me. I'm
Yeah.
just an artist. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's fucking perfect.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that I can do anything under the moon, but I can find the people that can.
How many times have? Oh, you can't even see your chat. You should put your computer on so that
It
we can
wasn't
see the
really-
chat.
It wasn't.
You need a
Charged
plug.
enough.
Yeah, it wasn't
Well,
charged.
we'll plug it in. Because I'd like to know how many people say, tell that big guy to get the fuck out of the way.
All of them are streamed for 24 hours afterwards, so you'll be able to watch all of them.
Oh, I'll go watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah, sure.
Are you live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you are live right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you put your, this is on yours now?
Yeah, this is on
Oh,
mine.
hi.
We switched it,
I know.
but that one's all set up for everyone.
I had the pleasure of meeting with Booty Bongs at Karma Cup this year, and she says a little sparkle. No, honey, there was so much sparkle on that table. That's what caught my eye. It was so beautiful.
I didn't see your booth. I would have said hi.
Thank
Did
you.
Al come over and say hi?
No, you know
No.
what? We had a little hiccup with Karma Cup, so everything's really new. This is
Yeah.
our whole business is run online. I stream when I want to. I stream in my onesie. I sell my bongs from my bed
Yeah.
at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yay.
You know what I mean? This is
My
real
kinda
life.
girls.
And I'm live streaming it all the time.
Yeah.
And at the Karma Cup, which was beautiful, we had the opportunity to set up a booth, and it was lovely, and we got to meet so many people, so many locals, and that was nice. But there was lots of hands, and there was lots of things going on, and there was lots of people, and everybody's high, having a good time. But when you have all of your
Medicated.
inventory and all of your stuff there, it's a lot to handle.
Yeah, yeah.
And somebody did. Unfortunately, we were lucky enough to get these moon rocks from one of our sponsors.
Moon rocks
and,
are great.
Yeah, anybody who came to the Karma Cup and purchased got a free moon rock.
Ah,
yeah,
that
so-
was you guys.
Yeah, so we did some really cool things.
I heard they were going around.
See?
But,
It's
you know,
fun.
well, see what happens when we go to the Karma Cup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We brought Gal Graham and I and Kim Cooper, whoever, like Mary Jane
Kim.
and Marcel, and we all hook up the same way.
Who's Kim?
Kim Cooper is
You need to fire for that one.
Noser.
I think
She
fireman
is up north.
Yeah.
And she is an activist, and
Oh,
she
okay.
does Pace Radio Show
Okay.
with Al Graham.
show.
And we get all together,
Want to
and
do
then
it
we
now?
call everybody in on Skype, and we just walk around. We've got microphones that we go out and
There was
and we
a
do
couple
interviews.
people that went around. I think
That was probably us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did talk to a couple people.
So why don't you give yourself a little plug? Tell everybody your Instagram and all that stuff, because I can't read it. I don't have glasses.
No worries. So Booty Bongs
Al.
is just booty, and then bongs with a Z, of course. And then we also do the Cannabis Couple Official is basically just our hub for my husband and I. We're doing a lot of different things, and we're going to be doing a lot of live streaming. It's going to be a reality TV show. And the Cannabis Couple is going to do everything live. You know, you're going to see all of it. So if you're new to all of this, if you're new to our legalization and all of the different dabbing tools that are out now, all the different strains that are out, it's all live for you guys to see. And if you're interested in that, It's better than watching TV. Exactly.
Wait,
and we answer everybody. We sit there and answer
I have a concept for a late night show that I'm going to have a conversation with you guys about after.
That's exciting.
Late night conversations live at Ganjahnista.
There you go.
Cannabis Confidential.
The Cannabis Corner.
Cannabis Corner.
Oh my God.
This is where we are sitting right here.
We always just throw out all these ideas, and we're like,
King and Ferguson in
we can make it even cozier. We'll really
Hamilton,
like,
in the old Hamilton Village. And this, if you stand outside, you can see a half a dozen dispensaries.
Oh yeah.
And
right now,
so we've called this corner Cannabis Corner.
That's cool.
In Hamilton.
What was it called in Toronto?
Cannabis Corner with Young and Dundas.
Speaker's Corner.
Young and Dundas. Yeah, Speaker's Corner. Much
Corner.
music. Yeah.
I was like 8 years old and I was on Speaker's Corner.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've probably had a couple of drunk ramblings on that too in my lifetime. But
how you know you're Canadian?
Speaker's Corner.
Born and bred Toronto. Do you guys have a cannabis corner in your neck of the woods, other than BMA, of course?
Myself? Are you kidding? Go to the Ganjahnista territory. There's
Tim.
Like 80 different dispensaries out there now, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like Hamilton.
Yeah.
Sounds like heaven.
I know.
Yeah. Have you been out to see Tim Barnhart? No, at Legacy 420. I love those guys. They're great. They put on a great. We had front row seats to see the Headstones and so many other native bands all day long. And I can't wait until next year. We're going to bring Paula and Ganjahnista with us next year.
There you go. That's
yeah. Cool. So I love the ideas of both you ladies just involving the adult businesses into the cannabis lifestyle. It should have been that way 20 years ago. I'm a firm believer. I've had a few successful websites. We won't talk about them right now, but back in the 90s, and I watched the internet flourish. My first website had no graphics. This is when you had to use 3 different programs just to see a set of titties on your screen. Now titties are everywhere. I'm a firm believer that if it was not for the adult industry, I don't want to say porn industry because it's much more than that. The adult industry, the cannabis industry, the drug culture is what has brought the internet up to everybody's normal, okay? And I think that that's one of the reasons why they're going to they control the adult industry. Now they're going to control the cannabis industry.
It's just gross.
It is gross. You say it, Paula.
It's gross. Can I put that picture back up, Al?
Nobody likes being controlled.
Can I put that picture back up? Thank you.
What picture?
The scowl.
The scowl.
He's like, I hate that picture.
It's going back up.
Going back up.
So, do you guys have a cannabis corner in your neck of the woods, Marcel? Like, do you have a
in
place?
In my neck of the woods?
Yeah,
that would be my house.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that happens a lot because, if you're in Halifax, you can go down to one of the... Do they have cafes and stuff? I know that they have a little bit of a lounge.
Yeah, I think there's a lounge. There's a lounge there in Halifax. There's quite a few dispensaries around Halifax.
But Chris have a lounge, don't they?
Yeah, but it's 2 hours away from me.
Fair enough. So. Yep, fair enough. You see, and that's kind of my point. Up in Durham, where I was living, Durham, Ontario, not Durham, the region where the cops just come out of nowhere. Up near Owen Sound and up that way. There's nothing up there. There's a small lounge now in Owen Sound, Paul said. But there's nothing within 3 hours. You can go into Barrie. You can go into Toronto. You can go to London.
It would frustrate me so much. It'd be so frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
It doesn't even sound like
How far do you have to drive to get to a cafe or lounge, Marcel, other than your house?
2 hours.
2 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
I get on the highway. I'm here in 55 minutes.
Yeah, it used to be an hour and a half, but they got rated and haven't reopened yet.
But you drive all the way here.
Yes.
I'm 15 minutes away from here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very close to here.
You know, what's Watermelon? Do you know who Watermelon is? Watermelon is an activist and a grower, and she's a pinup girl out in BC, and she is. You can have conversations on any topic with this woman. She's run for office even, I think. Yeah, and then you've got Hypatia Lee down in the States, who used to be this uber porn star back in the 70s and 80s. Now she's a mom, and she's growing, and she talks about it. And she I think she has she does a blog for Playboy or one of those magazines. Hypatia Lee. She's like a 70s and 80s porn star, like Academy Award winning, that kind of caliber. In the porn industry.
Do they have an Academy Award?
They do. They do. It's the AVNs. The AVNs. Yeah.
It's the AVNs, and then they also have the internet, the web.
Oh yeah.
Well,
and now that we've brought that up, I want to say congratulations to Al Graham, Kim Cooper, and Alicia. They have been nominated again for the second year in a row for top podcast at the Canadian Cannabis Awards, and we got second place last year. Wow! So vote for us.
Don't
vote for us.
This year.
What's that? But I'm sorry. They did not include any dispensaries this year.
No.
Amy made point of it. Amy Anonymous, she made point of it because she won last year.
So did I.
Oh, and
nobody even told me.
You guys won.
I Googled myself, Googled, and I was like, oh, look, we won an award. And not even an email.
We didn't. Nobody told us either.
Yeah.
We just found out, hey, you won an award.
Find out when you Google yourself? I've done that before, and I'm like,
You've Googled yourself?
Oh,
I've Googled
Lots
you.
of things.
I've Googled
I didn't
you.
know that.
I've even ogled you.
I'm like, I feel like I didn't even know it was a thing until this one. Before I was even doing Naked News, I went in for a job interview, and I got the job, and I was like working for a gym.
And they Googled you.
And one of the guys was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, we were all sitting around Googling you." I'm like, oh, that's
I want to
really
tell you
cool.
that
So
works.
that's a thing.
That works in the opposite way. I was looking for a year for an apartment here, okay, and they ask for your email. They want to know what you're doing, yada yada. Yeah. The minute they Googled my name, I got denied 3 times in Hamilton for apartments because of it.
Well, it is.
I almost pushed it, but my sister found me this place where I'm in now.
Yeah.
And I almost pushed it because, one, I said, I need to know why.
Yeah.
We can't tell you this. And I want my fucking paperwork back. Oh, no, that's our property now.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. And I almost pushed that.
Huh.
Right, that was just over here, just so you know.
Yeah.
And I almost pushed that, but I didn't because I found a place. But, yeah.
Well, that's a little...
Was I rambling?
I think a lot of people are going to have that problem.
Well, more and more,
That's my biggest fear about being medical. That's my biggest fear, because then it's stapled. And I mean...
You would have an easier job in the adult industry getting a place than you would as a cannabis activist.
Yeah.
Even you would have that issue.
I believe it.
I mean, it's disgusting because,
that's
you know
where-
what?
yeah,
I don't sell pot. Anybody who knows me, I haven't sold pot in about 20 years, okay? I am a medical cannabis patient with 6 different viable conditions that are used with cannabis. That cannabis is used for. And I walk around. I've just started walking around in shirt. I wear my Harvest Fest shirt all the time. You can tell Deb, Marcel. I wear it all the time because it's one that fits. Deb went out and got me a XXL, and it fits. Every time I go to these events, here, Al, would you want a T-shirt? No, it ain't gonna fit me. No, that ain't gonna fit me. I'm a big boy, but if you go into, what province is it? If you go into Quebec, is it Quebec, Marcel?
I don't know where you're
They're
going.
laughing.
What?
Where I'm going. You can't have any cannabis memorabilia. Is that Quebec?
Memorabilia.
No shirts.
Paraphernalia. You can't have anything cannabis.
Really?
Nothing. I don't know which province is that.
Where are you pulling this news
No,
from?
which province is that? There's one province where you can't buy T-shirts with any cannabis on it. And here she goes. This is where we lose it. I'm going to look it up.
That would be so awful. So I used my.
Maybe somebody wants to message me who's listened.
I used T-shirts the other day when
Yeah.
I went to an event to make people aware that I smoked weed. And
Isn't
I
it Manitoba?
I didn't have any, so I was like, "Come to me," right? Like that'd be awful if I couldn't use that.
Just call.
I gotta check my computer.
No, but I was somewhere.
What do we have to do?
I was like,
Tattoo
I was
it?
in the States and like,
Oh.
you know. So symbolism is very important.
Yeah, it's universal.
It's very
just
universal.
universal. You know.
So to not be able to have those symbols,
Yeah.
That's
that would
weird.
be
Yeah.
like, I'm like,
Just like
That's like
okay, like,
taking
thumbs
my
up. You know,
word.
these are
Thank you,
universal.
PJ.
You know, it's
PJ
universal.
said it's
Oh my
Quebec.
It is
You
universal.
can't wear
I feel like
anything that
it's
has a
not.
pot leaf on it at all in Quebec after the
They are
17th.
different in Quebec.
They're not after the 17th.
Yes, after the
burn
17th.
all your clothes.
As
So,
soon as it's
so
legal.
in
Now
other words,
contraband.
That's
if
current.
you're-
You're wearing contraband.
So it's
if you
basically the town from
if you
Footloose.
sell cannabis related stuff in your store and you're in Quebec, you are not allowed to do that as of the 17th.
Huh.
PJ, thank you, PJ.
Interesting.
I knew PJ.
Yeah, that's.
You should
Always.
come and
That's
hang out with us,
Quebec's
10 steps
PJ.
Wow.
behind. No, sure.
Fucking awful.
I don't even understand.
I don't understand how I
After
want
the
to be
17th.
I want to know what judge is going to
Hey,
look
you
at
know,
you October 18th and be like, okay, if
yeah.
it were yesterday, I would have just given you, you know.
But
enough
today's
of
a new day.
But today,
How
I
dare
condemn
you.
you to 7 years in hell.
That was
you know,
supposed to-
like really, I don't know.
It was supposed to go to the town hall, and you guys are supposed to burn all your stuff all at the same time.
No, we were supposed
All
to
your
put it in
hats.
kitty litter and get rid of it. Do we still have to do that, Marcel?
Yeah,
They said
you're
you
supposed
had to.
to.
Kitty litter?
We're supposed to.
Kitty litter and water.
Do you know
I destroy it in series of
They
small
told
fires.
us-
Like, you know,
they
October
sent when they changed
sky's gonna
everything
fall.
from
It's
the
like, oh my
MMAR
God.
to the ACMPR, and there was that MMPR in between, right? They said that you had to, if you had to destroy your, for whatever reason, your cannabis, you were supposed to put it in mix it into kitty litter, and then douse it with what, gasoline or something?
No, water.
What?
Water.
Water. And mix
Water
it
and
all
cat
up.
litter.
You're supposed to cat litter and water it up.
Who said
And
this?
Health Canada.
Health Canada.
That's the way they want us to destroy it.
Pregnant ladies aren't supposed to.
If you grow cannabis and you grow in excess of what you're allowed to grow, you're supposed to destroy that as well.
It's real fucking toxic.
But instead
So is
of
that
cat litter,
still
there's
on the
cat
books?
litter.
Well, it is really
Don't
odd.
listen, boys
Yes.
and girls.
That's
Save
still
your
on the
shake
books.
and make butter.
Yeah, shave your
Yeah.
shake and make butter, or
Save
shake
your-
it.
Yeah.
Shake it.
Shake.
Everybody
shake your
should
shaker,
shake it.
make butter.
Shake it.
Shake
Come on,
that.
girl, shake it. There you go.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
I'll move my
Make
fat
that.
hand.
Don't break it.
There you go.
'Cause we didn't.
Oh, I got another message.
Messages.
If I was melting into this, I could have moved a little better. But
Okay, so we're getting to the giggly stage here of the evening.
I am so comfy.
Hey, look at that. And that's right on schedule, guys. It's already, we're at the 3/4 mark. That's usually where we start yawning and get giggly and stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should transfer that one. This
Transfer that. What are you smoking in your little doodad there?
is my. You don't want this.
You don't want this.
You want this.
The Shatterizer. That's the
Shatter.
dad. I have.
What do you have? What do you have in the Shatterizer
Oh.
right now? You were putting something. Not this. This is your
So I
lipstick.
don't. It's diamond stuff. It just says diamond on it, and I got it in this. In the
Oh, I've had that before.
Okay,
It's like
but what is
distillate.
it?
It's
Where
like
is it?
distillate.
I know, but I'm
That's
like,
the
The Diamond's the brand. It's,
Whoa.
I think it's through Fido.
Do you know you're not allowed to smoke pot on a boat in Ontario?
No, I know, eh? No boat smoking.
No boat smoking.
Ontario,
boat smoking.
BC, PEI, or Manitoba.
No car smoking, no boat smoking.
Well, like, sorry.
Actually, if
What
the-
about airplanes?
if the captain of the boat is in a self-contained area, then yes, they can. And there's an outdoors. You can smoke outdoors. You're not allowed to smoke on a recreational vehicle, though.
This is also ridiculous. We're talking about
So no recreational pot on recreational vehicals. How's that? Four-wheel drives.
Don't recreate.
No more going for a boogie board down the road. I can see all these people on these Segways getting pulled over. You can't do that anymore. You can't ride your Segway and smoke a joint.
Well, that's the thing is, all these people who are making the laws have never even smoked a joint.
I know.
They think it's
They grew up in the epiphany of reefer madness. Like they have,
sad.
So let's ask everybody. Marcel, what are you looking forward to doing on October 17th?
It's the same thing I did on October 16th.
Paula, what are you looking forward to?
I second that.
I third that.
Yeah.
I think we all are in agree. Jan? What? Yeah, we got that. Yeah. Is there somebody sleeping there in a booth? Oh no, it's bags. I looked over. I thought I saw somebody sleeping in the booth. Okay, so we're doing a radio show here.
Okay, so.
What?
I was going to ask if you wanted a tool for that.
If I want a tool for that.
Sorry.
No, thank you.
So the thing that really gets me about this October 17th, people like us who have been, maybe breaking the law this whole time, we know where to get cannabis. But all these people that, especially in Ontario, they're all excited they're going to celebrate legalization, but they're not going to physically have any legal cannabis to celebrate with on the 17th.
They'll have to use their credit cards that can be traced when you cross the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make your legal weed purchases on the government-approved website for your government.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
Oh, I just dropped my shatter on the floor.
I got it. Yeah, so don't lose your dealer's number.
Yeah, don't.
Yep, don't lose your dealer's number just yet.
Thing, I don't want.
Damn.
First, I don't want to have traveling issues.
I know.
For something I've been doing.
I know.
For fucking how many years?
And
It
you
just
need
adds the stigma because it makes you feel like a
need to be able
criminal.
to travel in your business.
Like
you need to be able to travel.
I think the
because
problem
if you can't, then you're out of business because you are in a business that takes you here and there to do news reporting.
I'm traveling to a place that it's legal there.
Let me ask you.
But it's just the in between, tape.
Like, where is the? I'm so confused. I think that's the. I can't wrap my head around it, and when I can't wrap my head around something,
I'll give you something to wrap your head around. When you're doing your job at Naked News, you're actually talking about real bona fide articles that are going on, yes?
Oh yeah, 100%. Everything's
right.
on there.
So you do your own research. You have people,
we have people who
do that. So you're what? The fat chick is good? Oh, the fact chick.
Fat check.
Yeah, we have
the fat chick. The fat chick. She
I'm
does all the
sorry
fucking
to all the
work.
fat chicks that are listening.
Al is a fat chick.
I'm not a chick, though. I'm just a fat dude. Anyways, yeah, that I know.
So yeah, we definitely have people
Thank you.
are getting that info for us because we're not. Well, some of the segments we do write ourselves.
So you have to do some research, is what I'm getting at. Like you're not just pretty girls eye candy.
Well, I mean, like some of our segments are definitely on
Fluff.
No, none of them
No?
are fluff. They're
Okay.
all written, but some of them are written.
I feel like
Yes.
the magnetic
All
energy
are
is
real. All
Yeah.
of them are real. We try to stay away from like death and
In
more,
politics
yeah.
and things like
Positive.
that. Have you done anything about Trump?
Yeah, we have, but we kind of stay.
Neutral.
Just because.
Because he called and said you can't do that.
No, not even that.
There's just certain
did
things
Stormy
that
call
don't
you?
even need a comment.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just
They comment for themselves.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I mean,
Yes.
we don't need to make it.
We don't need
if
a
you start
comment.
bringing that into it, then that's all it's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
And
one
then
of
you forget about all the other stuff.
we actually had a conversation when everything happened. The three of us talked before we went on the air that day, and we all decided that no, we're not going to go there, just because it's not a part of what we're doing.
No.
What we're doing is having open conversations about the cannabis lifestyle, and we're sitting here talking with somebody who is a part of the cannabis lifestyle, but also works in the adult industry, and is also, my point is, one of the reasons I started my website way, way back when is because I got sick in the chat rooms of hearing, show me your tits, all the time, over and over and over in every chat room. And I'm sure you guys still get that, okay? You know what? They have brains. Sorry to disappoint you.
Like, no, fuck
Nice
yeah.
ass,
I know, like,
great brain.
Get it.
100%. And I feel like that's what should make every woman right now. Because when you start just having a great ass, no brain, like, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks for
A
your
great,
nice
a great ass is in the eye of the beholder.
100%.
Literally.
So is a great brain. So is a great brain.
Yes.
So is a great
Yes.
brain.
We
You
need
look-
fire. No.
You need
Everybody's
fire.
asking, but then we can't play with it because playing with fire right now would be
I don't
dangerous.
even know where the lighter's
I've met a
gone
lot of
that Jen ran
women
over
in this
here.
industry,
Lighter's not
though.
enough.
Thankfully enough. I don't know why I'm pointing this
I
at
kind of
you
want to see it
so
though.
much. That are both. I feel like every woman I've met
Fire!
in this industry so far are both.
Fire!
They have a great ass.
Okay.
There you go. That's fire.
Fire.
And they've got like some great
So,
fucking
if
brains.
anybody wants to know what we're doing
just,
here,
like, touching
they're
So I'm
they're
gonna
looking.
use mine.
You
This
guys
is-
are probably going, "Oh my God, I wish I was
Oh.
there." Do you want to come over now, Mary Jane?
Tasty stuff. Okay, fire.
You're gonna come and
Don't point it at.
Well, I'm just gonna point it at her.
What do you mean? I'm already in the car.
You're already in the car.
So you want to speed this up?
So
Yours
what?
is so much safer because you don't need fire. This
There you
one's
go.
fun.
I'm terrified of fire.
See, in mine, I just heat up the tip.
Same.
There's a lot of sexual
Ow.
innuendos this
I'm
evening.
too mesmerized.
I am
Al
no
always
okay.
overheats
Well,
his tip.
listen, I gotta describe.
And what, you put it in the sauce?
I've got to describe the scene for those who are listening on the radio. Your hand is in the way of my mic. Thank you, Paula. I'm sitting here looking at a beautiful woman sitting here half clothed. And if you go to, what website are we on now? What website are we on now? On Booty Bongs. If you go to bootybongs.ca, is it?
No, on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Instagram. Go to Booty Bongs
With a Z.
I live
with
on
a
the
Z.
gram.
With a Z.
on Instagram, and you can see the girls. And I just got to say, Madison, your nipples are amazing. Yeah, I just have to say that. And
Focus,
also,
Al, focus.
no, now what I'm focusing on is her legs. She's got a brand new tattoo, and it's fucking amazing. The shading is really cool. Yeah, thanks, Colin.
Thank you, Colin.
So you have to try this.
Thanks, Colin, 'cause I can't wear pants.
So,
I can't wear
what
pants.
do you guys do?
It's got to be heated up.
It's gotta be heated up.
Can you put some fire?
Fire.
Fire.
So we're
Fire.
actually talking about.
I'm going to let you
Tasty
hold it,
stuff,
though,
too,
because
right?
I don't want to burn you.
Okay. And then
So,
put it-
let's get back to the
I'll take
show
it when
here
you're
for a
ready.
minute, if we can. I had the damn thing in my hand. I was so distracted by Madison's nipples that I didn't
That's probably
even
good, babe.
heat up my tip. Marcel, you're laughing at me, aren't you?
got you. Look at that.
And I'm watching.
Yes, yes.
And he's watching.
I was not going.
Oh my God.
Mary Jane, are you watching too?
That should be good.
Guilty.
Guilty. I'd like to know, everybody who's watching on Booty Bongs, please catch up with us on the 420 Radio Show at the 420 Radio Show on Twitter, or go to 420radio.ca. We are Canadian cannabis advocates and grassroots, and no, not advocates. I can't remember what's the word I want, Paula?
Role models.
No. It starts with an A. It's not advocate.
Activists.
No, advocate, not activist. Advocate.
We're
That's the word.
both advocates and activists. No.
Activists are
I
the
don't
ones
run
that
down
go
the
with the
street or
sign.
anything, but-
Yeah, we don't have signs. Well, no, we do have a sign
We
now.
have a sign.
Yeah, that was a hell of a trip getting that sign. We actually got the sign for Canacrawl. I just want to say to Rena, thank you, and Luke,
Yes.
and Anthony.
It was an amazing time.
I want to thank you all for the best birthday I've had in a long time. It was 55. I got to spend it with, and Paula came late, but you were there. I got to spend it with everybody who I wanted to, which was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Except for you guys. You guys weren't there. You were busy. Or as I like to say, you were buzzy.
Buzzy.
Maybe
Okay,
don't boost.
I got my shatterizer.
I was at the wedding.
Oh, how
I
was
missed
the
it.
wedding? Congratulations, buddy.
What is that one over there?
Darcy got
Wedding was-
married.
Gorilla
Yeah,
glue.
Darcy
Yeah.
got married, yeah.
Yeah, so you have one like this, right, Madison?
It was an awesome wedding. It was nice, short, sweet, simple.
So,
Lots of clouds.
No, it was actually nice and sunny. Really nice weather.
I
And it was in-
meant the smoky clouds.
Set up a different way.
Yeah, well, at the reception and the dance, there was more people outside than inside.
I love this.
The parking lot had a bigger crowd because that's where all the smoke
Doing a
was.
show here.
don't ever shush me, Hal.
Shh. I don't like it either. I went somewhere
talked about
recently
this
and
the
got
other
shushed. Sorry, Marcel. What were you saying?
You got shushed at a
I got shushed. We'll just say I got shushed.
It's sticky, babe.
That's all.
It's sticky.
Cool. No, I was just saying it was a good wedding.
I'd like to know how many people are watching the live stream right now naked. Just tweet us at the 420 Radio Show.
I just did. I just told you. I always do the show naked.
Stupid. No, and then the clip.
One of the reasons why I'm in the car.
Well, that's why I asked if they were doing the news naked. I mean, I always do it naked, so.
See, I generally do it in my onesie.
Like that.
I've done the show in my underwear, in my PJs, naked, various ways. I'm going to just sit here and watch what the girls are doing because, you know, usually Paula runs away when there's a mic around, but she's not today.
No, she's sitting stuck right there.
We're teaching the girls how to use a metal-tipped. You should hold it up.
Watch your hand.
Yeah, you should hold it up so that you don't.
Oh, no, I turned it off so you didn't burn your arm.
I wouldn't have burned my arm.
Sticking it through the fire.
See, this is how Marina said I
There
burned
you
her,
go.
but I didn't. I just put this down and she leaned into
Okay, now it's hot.
That's real hot.
Now
So
it's
now
hot.
just do the same thing.
Now
and
dabba
just
dabba
watch it
do.
dab.
So for the people listening that don't know what the hell's going on,
We're using nectar
they're trying
collector.
to figure out how to use a nectar collector.
This is
Now,
way better. I was like wasting so much shit because the thing is so
This
it was
is-
awful. It was awful.
This is the same thing, but with
This
no
is the same
fire
thing.
in
It's
it.
a headbanger.
Yeah.
Nectar collector, electric nectar. Say that 3 times. Electric nectar collector. Electric nectar collector. Electric nectar collector.
Oh,
It is.
There we go.
I didn't have so many things in my hand.
That message brought to you by Mushroom.
Yeah, my mushrooms, yes. Psilocybin.
Cute.
And I just want to thank my pals at Shatterizer for giving me this lanyard because I love it. It's around my neck all the time.
Yeah,
And
it's
you know
like-
what? Anybody who knows me knows that I have 2 with me all the time.
Oh, look at you.
It's about the lanyard.
Maybe Shatterizer should send me one so I would take mine with me more often.
Concentrate that.
You forget that it
I,
shouldn't be around your neck.
Pope Mac. When people keep making comments because I posted my lanyard the other day, a picture of it, and they're going, I'm like, Pope Matt.
Well, you know, if you buy a Shatterizer at Ganjahnista, you get one for free.
That's right. So I just brought
Bonus.
stock in here.
Wow.
So if you
I'm
want
poking
one,
Al.
224 King Street East in Hamilton.
242 King Street.
242. 242.
Yeah, send them
Thank you.
everywhere else, Al.
437 and 692. There's a big sign in the fucking window. You can't miss us. Anyways, we've got them here if you want one. Or if you want to come in and try one.
Ooh, there you go.
Come in and try it.
Hang out.
And hang out. You come in and hang out. And if you come in on Friday,
We'll see you.
then you can come in and
Fridays.
somebody
And
is-
clothing is optional.
The clothing will be optional on Friday
Oh,
here at Ganjahnistaz.
please send applications for screening and approval to Ganjahnista@gmail.com.
Yes.
Thank you.
I won't be here. I have a 63-inch waist. I will not be naked. Okay.
Thank you.
Shut up, Marcel.
Oh, I can't wait to get those applications.
We should go through them together. You know, just to be
So,
Just be fair.
what's going to happen in Hamilton on the 17th? Are the dispensaries going to stay open?
Well, there's a lot of. I think things are just changing every day. You know.
I know that. Here I can give a little plug. I'm going to be starting to do Dr. Ira Price's show with him, the Higher Estate podcast. Next Wednesday we do our first show together, and the reason I'm saying that is because Clint Young is going to be with us, and Paula will be with us as well.
Yeah.
Clint Young is the owner of MMJ, and 2 weeks ago he posted that he was shutting down so that he could get his license, and then a week ago he opened 2 other stores. So there's conflicting. A lot of people. I know that there are some people that, and I may be wrong about the accounts on that, but that's what I've seen happen. Okay.
They shut down Upper James.
There are 5 or 6 within eyeshot of where we are here, and I don't know. You know them. Are they shutting down? Are they staying open?
It's hard. It's a tough. It's.
I know that the lawyers, Jack
it's
Lloyd.
It's going to be interesting to see.
I know the
what
lawyers,
happens.
Jack Lloyd, are recommending that the dispensaries
do close
shut down and then apply. Because
there's
they've
supposed to be a
opened
lot of
it.
opportunity.
That's right.
So,
that's right. Why fuck it up? But
if you don't do that, then there's no opportunity.
Yeah, you will
but
not.
then
You'll never have the opportunity.
if everybody starts shutting their doors, where the fuck are we supposed to get our medicine
There's
from? Because
always
I
gonna
am
be
not
helpers.
going to go to an LP. I'll tell you that right now.
There's always going to be
And,
helpers.
I
There's
shouldn't
us
say
helpers.
that because
but
I
they might
might.
be shutting their doors
There
in your
are
storefront.
there are a few up and coming LPs
Well, they should be-
that are going to be glorious when they're in business and running.
The internet is unstoppable.
That's right.
You can shut down somebody's
That's right.
door. That's fine. But cryptocurrency is growing every day, and there's other ways of getting your medicine, and it's not going to stop.
And I just like to say, whoever is fucking with the stocks, stop it. Let them go, please.
I think MMJ, though, is doing something very different than all the dispensaries out here.
I've never been. I've stood out front. I've looked in.
Oh.
I went in once, and I didn't have my ID and stuff like that with me, so I didn't.
I've spent my whole life savings there, basically.
Yeah.
I am a MMJ patient.
Yes.
And they are the one dispensary that I would recommend over any dispensary here in Hamilton. And I've been into so many. And the reason why I started our channel was the first dispensary I walked into, the gentleman passed me a distillate pen or who knows what, told me to hit it or else I couldn't come in to see his goods.
Yeah.
And I thought, I want to expose you because if anybody comes in to see this kind of stuff, right away we're going to have a bad name. Right away, for the whole cannabis community, not just for his shop or just for Hamilton, for the whole cannabis community.
It's kind of gangster.
It's too gangster. And could you imagine a mom or anybody walking in?
I really
and,
don't
like,
go to this place,
no.
but I mean-
I've not been in, so I don't know the experience there.
MMJ is so professional.
Is it?
It's so
Can I
professional.
roll my
You
own?
walk
Like, I don't
in,
trust what you're giving me, but
everybody
I'll roll my
has
own.
separate little counters. You cannot bring out your phone.
Well, you see,
There's rules.
the first dispensary that I went to was Calm, sent there by my doctor. So I've known Amy Anonymous and Neve and all of those people. Then Tracy Curley and Sandra Petit. That's where I all met them. 12 years ago now.
Yeah.
All fabulous people.
All amazing people.
MMJ has put so much money into what they're doing that it can't fail. That is going to be the example.
Yeah.
They're
I hope
before
that
anybody else.
he's
There's a
able
lot of
to
other though,
go.
there's a lot of other places out there too that are
There are.
quiet right now.
They're just
They're
quiet.
just doing their thing.
Yeah.
There's a
MMJ
lot
is
of there's a lot of patients out there that, like, for me, I like the idea of just being able to walk in the door, saying what's new, what's good.
Yep.
The person there, the place I go now, they know me. They say, "Hey Al, what's up?" And I say, like, what's good? Because they know I've got ADHD. I've got pain issues and stuff like that. So they recommend. I need that. Every time I go, it doesn't matter what dispensary I go into, I need that.
Yeah.
Okay? I want to be able to smell it. I want to be able to touch it. I want to be able to look at it and go, Oh, well.
I don't
man.
agree with touching people's butts.
I don't mean.
No,
I'll
without
touch
protection.
Consent, people. The word is
En
consent.
français, no touche. No.
You may see it, you may smell it.
I don't know if
but
I'm going to
you
be able
touch
to
it, you
go
buy
through
it.
this twice.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Are you okay?
Somebody's
Who is
happy.
that?
That's a hefty call.
Jen's having bots.
Your nectar
Oh, she's
collect-
doing.
Come,
Jen's
Jen.
doing. Come on and do some nectar collectors, Jen. Come and sit for the last 10 minutes.
Come on.
Come on, Jen.
Come on, Jen.
Jen is used to being back behind the counter looking after the shop. She hides back there. There's no lights.
No, it's nice and dark.
We could turn the cameras that way if you don't come here.
They are turnable.
I really like this light setup. I'm going to have to
Yeah. You're going to have to invest in one, I know.
get
Everyone
something
should.
like that.
Everyone should have a
Yeah.
ring light.
I'm just gonna
Well,
start
because
having
we
them. I'm just gonna
we
start
have
selling
we
them.
have toyed around with
Everybody needs them.
the fact that we might add video to the show because I mean if there's somebody out there that wants to watch a fat guy and guests sit there, okay, I don't care, but we've talked about it, and now Jen's run away. Goodbye, Jen.
Jen.
She's gone to have a pee. Oh, here she comes. Nope, she's back in her station.
Where? I can't see
She's
anything.
at the cash.
Beyond
No,
this
you're not going to
ring.
be able to see anything for like at least half an hour. I promise.
Hello.
Sorry, not sorry.
Plugging in her phone.
Halo.
Okay. Anyways,
And hopefully by next Friday you'll forget
Um,
how much your eyes hurt. And you're like, it's fine.
We can do it
I'm,
again.
I'm already totally
but see,
using
this
it.
is a fluorescent. This is fluorescent, right?
Yeah.
So that's a fluorescent. It's a very white light.
Yeah, it's muted.
I'm wondering if you can get these in an LED circle as well.
That is LED.
Is this is LED?
Oh, totally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Here
Yellow
comes
light.
Jen with her big clunk.
Now I'll be able to see how to do my makeup next
Those
week.
tights are wild.
She went and changed.
I would rock them.
She's sitting. Come over here, Jen. There's a spot right there for you between
Come
the
on.
girls. Come on. So this is Jen, and she is Paula's partner here at Ganjahnista, and she put up with my shenanigans all last weekend at the Canna Crawl.
It was fun though.
Yes,
Shenanigans.
it was my shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I want to shoot.
What, so now we've 4 girls.
I think I missed out on so much.
You should have come.
I
I thought I saw you there.
No, I was supposed to
I thought I saw you there. Well, there was a woman there that looked very much like you then.
It's because I was there in spirit, so I sent somebody that looked like me. So
You were standing
Covered it.
right in front of me.
I could live through them.
So your hash? Where's your hash?
Full mouth.
What, Jen? Since you're here, what do you think about? We don't hear from you very often. Okay, about what's happening with the 17th and going forward, and are you scared?
I have I'm not sure.
It's a combustion of
Something combustible.
I don't know. I think I probably think differently than everyone else.
Yeah. Why?
Well, it's kind of sad. Like us medical people are just.
You kind of feel like tossed off to one side being medical.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I'm still excited and all
Yeah,
that.
all this has
but-
to do with recreational.
Yeah, this is nothing to
None
do
of
with
this
medical
has
at all.
to do anything to do
For
with the
5
medical.
years, they're giving us.
All
well,
us,
yeah.
You know, sticking together, patients together, and then, okay, we'll make it legal now.
No, well,
Recreationally.
there are some people in the community that have been doing the activism thing for 20 years that are just like, okay, whatever. And then they're just going with the flow. But there's still a lot of people out there that are barking still, very much. And then, like, I'm just waiting. I enjoy watching what's going on.
There's just a lot of misinformation.
There is. And I'm hoping that we can create non-misinformation by doing this. And that's the main reason I do it.
Yeah.
I don't care if I know tonight there's more than one person listening. Because we've had 3 different mediums.
Oh, yeah.
You're
And your video died.
There's only
The
an
video
hour
died.
limit on Instagram.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Live.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
you have to reconnect.
Here, put Ganjahnista
Oh, yeah, I don't even have enough.
for the last 10. Yeah.
Let me toss it.
You right?
How do you go live? I don't even remember.
You just click on the top part, no? Your story or something like that.
Was it the story?
Go on. Wait, because that's not on. Oh, there we are.
How many girls?
How many booties?
Welcome to the 1, 2, 3, 4 girls and the fat guy show.
4 girls now.
Is there anybody else here? No. No.
Can we have brands on here? It doesn't matter.
I would. Well, only Shatterizer.
No, I mean like drinking Pepsi.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm
Oh
going.
God, yeah. Jen's going to get
Jen
a Pepsi.
Jen
Likes Pepsi.
survives on Pepsi.
Loves Pepsi. Here, are you
Pepsi
hearing
is
Pepsi?
her
Pepsi,
everything.
if you want to come over here and say hello, bring more Pepsi. Jen likes Pepsi.
She doesn't
So
dislike it.
what the girls are doing right now is they are firing up everything again here, and they've got the chat rooms going.
Is that new? Did you say?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
the new
isn't
one.
it
I'm going to
beautiful?
take a picture of
It's
it,
freaking beautiful.
and before my phone dies.
Yeah, I think I probably have this in
Let me take a
instead
picture of your
Pepsi.
ass, Madison. I had a dream about that last night, Ashley.
For everybody just tuning in, we're just wrapping up
Yes, we are.
the 420 show.
We are.
Yeah.
In 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
And everybody can say hi to Jen now because
Jen.
Jen's here.
Hey. Oh,
Hey, so when
Right,
you come into Ganjanistas, 9 times out of 10 you'll see Jen, and then Paula, because Jen's always in the store, and Paula's always running around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna slap me later, I think.
Who?
You just like you shut the fuck up, Al.
Oh, Al.
Yeah.
Oh, Al.
Just kidding.
We love you, Al.
So, you got anything you want to plug there, lady, Miss MJ, for the week? You doing anything special that you want to plug?
Oh, I'm always doing special stuff, but you'd have to check out my Instagram for that because I never know what I'm doing until the day of because you know how plans change.
Excuse me.
Don't say excuse me.
Don't say excuse me
Say
or
it louder.
or sorry.
Marcel, do you have any special plans for the week?
Trimming.
Do we have anything?
Trimming. You're still trimming, Marcel?
Next week we have.
Yeah, as soon as I get off here, I'm going back to trimming.
Last Friday of the month.
Yeah, and next week, the
And
19th,
puff and
right?
paint.
Is that right?
This Friday.
Coming, right?
This Friday coming up, next Friday.
Puff and
So
paint.
we'll have next
And
Friday.
I hear it's
if-
going to be sponsored.
If you come to
There's gonna be
Ganjanistas next Friday,
goodies.
you'll see
Lots of
Madison
goodies.
and
Laken.
Laken and Jen and Paula and myself doing the same thing. And then afterwards, we're going to take an hour and paint on Madison. I mean, on easels.
Madison's like perfect.
Love being painted on.
Sorry.
Love being painted on. Yeah.
Well,
Laken's
body,
like, can we?
body,
I will
body
paint you like
painting
a
at Ganjanistas.
I will decorate you, please.
Yeah.
Let me.
And
Night of fun. Lots of fun.
so next week there's lots of stuff going on here. If you want to come in, it's the Puff and Paint
The puff and paint on the 19th.
on the
Is
19th,
it the 19th? Yeah.
and that's next Friday.
Next Friday.
And then when is Dan coming back in?
The last Friday of in October.
The last Friday, so
20
that'll be a funny Friday.
Funny Friday.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I miss those.
I think it's going to be different now. You know, maybe it's going to prompt more people to be able to come out and
I hope so.
and feel like they can come and you know.
It's
light a bomb
one of the
or smoke a
things.
joint and-
That's one of the things that I like. I don't know if there's any other comedy clubs that you can go and smoke a joint openly in.
There's a few places in Toronto.
Is there?
Yeah, but
Oh, yes, the underground.
Yeah, there's
Joanne's place. Yeah.
few and far between, though. There's not enough of them.
Well, we've got one here. So if you want comedy, if you want to come and meet Madison from Naked News, and
Oh, we're all like, ooh.
and you're bringing your booty bongs next week.
I will be bringing booty bongs. Yeah.
She'll be bringing booty bongs.
Booty
Yeah. Laken will be here with her booty bongs.
My man will be here.
And your man will be here. Is he a big guy?
He's not a big guy.
No. Okay,
Big
don't worry.
personality.
They're such
There you go.
cute
There you go.
couple. Cute couple.
Are they?
Cute as fuck together. Yeah.
Cool.
Such a cute couple.
So, thank you to my co-hosts for being here and putting up with our shenanigans. Mushrooms! And thank you, everybody who listened. And Mary Jane, love you. We'll see you next weekend, I hope.
Love
And
y'all.
And I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, no matter whether you celebrate it or not.
Yep.
Have a piece of turkey and go gobble gobble. It'll make you feel better. Oh, jeez, that was
Or
the
just
best
take a
blowjob
moment
I've
to-
ever had. Hi, Cam. Do you want to come in and say hi?
Come and take a dab.
Come on
Cam.
and have a dab, Cam. This is Cam. This is one of
You had me at dab.
Yeah. Wave to everybody that because you're on the web. So we're all incriminating ourselves here live on the internet. So, anyways, we're gonna say goodnight. This is Lifestyle Radio. You're listening to the 420 Radio Show. We are here every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please tune in on Wednesday. Very special show with Dr. Ira Price coming up. It'll be at 3 p.m. or thereabouts. And I'm so excited. Our guests are Paula and Clint Young from MMJ.
Yeah, exciting.
So we'll say goodnight. Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're going to go bye-bye. We're going to put some music on, and then we're going to say bye-bye-bye.
Peace out.
Night, guys.
Peace, love, shit.
All right, kids, I'm back to
Whether you
trimming.
feel fly,
Have
or should at least you try. But when you walk out the